In theory, this should allegedly be this deck's hardest matchup. Ramp. Who would ever mess up Berserker Skull math like swear? Come on, dude. Too soon. Guys, please don't bully. Math is not as easy as it looks. Ah, speaking of math, look how good this card is. This card is about to literally win me this entire game. Holy shit. That's nuts. Dude, I wish I had two so I could use one here too. Oh my god. If only I could run like more than 3 Poised to strikes. If only I could multicast Poised to strike.
I'm sorry, Commander. I think things are off to a good start.
God, that's so good. Gain 2 armor. Win the game. Oh, we lost. Missed left turn 1 is a little spooky. Nice time of triumph 2 draw. Yeah, I know, right? Again, literally without fail, every single time I lose a game because I don't draw something. There's always at least one person in chat saying, Swim, you should add an additional copy of that card to your deck. This card loses you so many games. Like, it's so trash. I actually literally have to buy Potion of Knowledge now because I have 2 times in my hand. I mean, we have no choice but to contest the missed lane, right? Like, it's missed left against something that has already dealt 12 to our tower. Like, we can't abandon this. We'll literally just lose the game. Nezuko on Bristle does a lot of damage to retaliate. Standard Bearer can kill the tree boy. He's probably just about to use his own Nezuko or something, right? What the hell is this mid lane? Legion Standard Bearer can threaten the tree, but we only want to play it if we can actually keep it alive. Probably better to Viscous Nezuko here. Try to get a Stone Holly curve somewhere else. Yeah, that sounds about right. We just have to goo the tree, right? I don't really see another play here. This left lane is a nightmare. So Standard Bearer in one lane, Stone Holly in the other. Standard Bearer guaranteed exchanges with his creep. Right now he already has a dog target. Stone Holly feels better on the right. Actually, Legion Standard Bearer feels better on the right side if he's gonna dog, right? So we should Stone Holly here. I think good player curves this. Okay, good player curved it. Nice. So he plays dog left here. Okay, we have to assume he has dog and he's waiting for our reactive play. The tempting thing to do is Standard Bearer right to kill his creep. Creep is nice to kill. The problem is if he has dog, then he puts dog left and develops it for free because our creep is too weak. If we put Standard Bearer here, we block the creep in front of this, but he just dogs in front of our Standard Bearer, which is even worse. There's a chance that whatever we play, he's about to dog us. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about this, I think. Like, the odds of him having dog are there, but I think we still do have to just go in on it, right? Sometimes he dogs us and we're sad. Nice. So we're pressuring all 3 lanes pretty well. Pretty good items. I mean, we still have to keep fighting for left, though. Left is just too important of this fight lane. Dude, I hate Time of Triumph so much. Like, everybody counts how many times this card wins them the game. But nobody counts how many times this card loses them the game. Like, this card is actually just losing me the game. It sucks. It's terrible. We need to bronze Legionnaire. We want to curve this with spot weakness. Spot weakness is likely better mid, so we're not curving this at all. I don't think we get punished for doing this, do we?
I'm sorry, Commander.
Okay, we're a little bit less scared of the 80 potential here. We've slowed this down by an entire turn, which is a big deal. So now maybe we just abandon left and try to race these other two lanes now that we've bought ourselves a turn. Spot weakness is free value here. As good as spot weakness is, maybe it just can't carry this deck.
For the glory of Stonehall.
I mean, we need to swap our bristle, right? I don't really want to swap this bristle into anything. Swapping this pushes 4 extra damage. Killing this is, like, important, though. Because this might just not die later.
5 seconds remaining. 3.
Nice.
This mid lane's going to be a nightmare to push, I think. I think we might do a call off of this, off of initiative. So let's heal it up first.
Thank you.
I like Red's identity, honestly. It's kind of cool. They're like the, they have this, like, positional identity thing. It makes, like, phase boots a really cool card in Red. Because you can do so much with it if you can control where things are. So now we have to identify which is his defense lane. I think there's a good chance he plays 1 green left for stars, and then 1 green on whichever lane he's trying to defend more. His defense lane is the one he has the bigger unit presence in, which has to be mid. Like, I mean, we can look at these numbers, 18, 18, and 24, or sorry, 26, 14. Those numbers aren't really what you're looking at. You're looking at unit count and blockability. He doesn't really have as much of a way to block this lane. So there it is, 1 left, 1 mid. And 1 left means he has stars into time. Now, we need to top deck enough magic so that when he stars, we can stop him from timing. Let's see the top deck. Okay, we lost. GG, guys. Ugh. Sometimes you try your best, but your best just isn't good enough, and you draw 2 Time of Triumphs in your opening hand. God, this card is shit.
My power is as vast.
It really makes me wonder why he deployed green left, right? Is this just like the ramp mentality? Like, hardcore ramp players will have this mentality of just always deploying as if they're about to top deck the nuts. Is that just what we're doing now? Just like top deck to give ourselves the out of the nuts.
15 seconds remaining.
I mean, this treant deployment might have lost him the game, honestly. Like, this is a really big deal. Like, even if he had Time of Triumph, it still is often wrong to deploy tree left. Tree left is better if you have quorum rather than time.
Ready to lead.
It's very weird to deploy this if you don't have either. Because, I mean, you really need the extra defensive tool in the middle lane. Maybe he was just scared of like a call because his tree had minus armor and it would have gone into bristle. That still feels kind of weird though. Really wish I could poised into call. Turn kind of blows, honestly. I think I need to poised and like do all the lichen. It just looks like there's no real alternative.
Getting stronger.
It's good though. We're double dipping into poised value.
I'm calling you out.
And then right lane is impossible for him to defend against. So this is fine. It's down to 2. Or down to 6. Feels pretty good. He's thinking about chumping one of my guys now. Nope. Okay. This going down to 2 doesn't really scare me. Because it's red-green, so this going down to 2 isn't really a threat. I mean, if we're going to fight through the pain, we should do it here instead of right. The question is, are we going to? The answer is probably not. Having initiative here allows us to spring mid before he can do something to kill our tree. But in reality, he's never going to do anything to kill our tree, right? And if he does, he's just wasting a tool he could have used to mid. That being said, I mean, this is kind of my lose condition, right? Like, what am I going to need fight through the pain for?
5 seconds remaining. 3, 2, 1.
I don't know.
I will
I
strike.
kind of don't see a way this play matters either way. Honestly. Because he can't stop this. Yeah, so it looks like this tree and deployment's really costing him. It's hard to say, oh, this is perfect. It's hard to say if he would have won without it, but... it definitely made the game a lot harder for him. So you remember every time of Triumph lost you the game and forget every time it won you the game. Yeah, that's my problem. Nice arrows. Well, I guess we have to spring now. We got the arrows. Okay. I think we played to the out we needed to. Stall the left lane because of the mist. We slowed it down by 1 turn, which could have ended up making a difference. So now it's either initiative for the call or it's the blink dagger on the Timbasaw, which we have guaranteed. I think we probably just blink out, right? Initiative for call doesn't actually accomplish anything here. I mean, call is nice, but initiative for call doesn't really accomplish anything. If he duels our Legion with this, then we can't actually free up the Stonehall because our Berserker's Call can't kill this creep. What if we do actually need initiative for call? That's impossible, right? I mean, blink on Timbersaw does 6, which is exactly what we need to his power. But if we like curve into the centaur, what if we're actually opening ourselves up to a lose condition here? If we blink and curve, if like hit this curve, okay, we didn't get the curve, so we're good. Nice. Okay, we're good. This is fine. This was a really tight game, though. He smashes his own defenses, and my timber sauces die. Classic.
You were always gonna die here.
28. I don't know. I mean, that early Poised strike kind of won us the game, right?